and it's finally time for water signs. All right, I started particularly late today. I say that every day, but it was real late today. I'm having some technical difficulties along the way, but hey, I'll figure it out. Anyways, you can go check out the Synchronicity Surprise video to have a chance at a little contest, okay? It's open to everyone. There is an unlimited amount of winners. The contest closes on the 16th. So you've got a couple days, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I think it's pretty easy. But if you want more details, go watch the video. And there's also a special extra contest-free surprise for one of you water signs. So if you want to find out about that, you're going to have to go watch the video. Okay? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Let's just put that right there. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing, water signs. You were coming up in everyone's readings today, but not only were you showing up, you were showing up great. Okay, it looked so good. Like, no matter what sign you're dealing with, your end of things is a tight end of things. Okay, like, y'all are doing great. All right, love to see that. I don't really remember how the zodiacs were going. I'm pretty sure everyone was doing pretty decent from what I recall. But right now, y'all are fucking crushing it, okay? Crushing it. At least in your relationships when it comes to other people. To be fair. It looks like you might have some personal stuff going on. Some things that are not on the surface. So you are projecting a very positive demeanor, and you are a very good influence in other people's lives. What I'm getting here, seeing all these face down cards, is that you might not be doing as well on the inside as you are on the outside. And in a way, I think that's very noble of you, because we all know that water signs get very emotional, and you know, their emotions do take up a lot of space. And right now you seem to be in this phase of holding space for others. So I think that's a huge win, even if it's a struggle. All right. If that makes sense. So we're going to work it out. We're going to see what's really going on. What's going on with water signs. Dropped a few cards. I guess I can leave them. It's kind of a lot, but it wasn't really getting much else anyway. So if you want to know like more about that, I would say just go watch the videos. Yeah. I would just go watch some of them. But honestly, based on that, you probably don't even need to cross watch. It's not something I bring up often. I brought it up in the last Zodiac videos a lot, and I mentioned it briefly a little bit today, but I feel like you don't even need to hear it, honestly. You kind of already know, like, you're handling your relationships really well, possibly even for the first time. You're, like, really stepping up to the plate. But this reading, this is going to be about y'all. This is for you, okay? This is going to be for you. So, second thought, maybe don't cross-watch, but definitely check out the contest video. Okay. So, let's see, huh? Oh, God, that's so many. Fuck. We'll do this. Okay, whatever. Alright. This is like, I don't know, probably not even worth mentioning, because I don't want any more cards. Bottom of the deck, the Eon Judgment. Whatevs. You can handle it. Okay, this is career finances and shit. Oh, there's a face-up one. I guess you'll get two. You deserve it for how you've been going. But alright, we got Alistair and Flaga for money and finances of water signs. Alright. Okay, and then any channel messages that need to come. Okay, we're going to go with that, and then we'll shuffle more when the time happens. 444 on the video. Alright. The last and final hint for the contest. You need to go watch the video, but yes, there is a hint in every individual video. The last one is Scorpio season. Okay? Scorpio season. Think about that. Think about what happens in Scorpio season and what might be related. And you don't know what I'm referring to, so you're going to have to watch the video to enter the contest to understand the clue. But that is there for you, Scorpio season. Okay, that's for the bonus part. That's a bonus clue. The other 3 clues in the other videos are for the contest, and then there's like the bonus contest. Scorpio season is the hint for the bonus contest. Anyway, let's begin. Up top, up front, we have the universal hexagram. We have the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming together in divine union. Real, true, whole love. Okay, so if you're in a relationship, which again, water signs came up so much in the other readings. Okay, it was like awesome because it was all the good cups. It was very positive. It was very definite, but it was like great. So if you are in a relationship, I see that relationship being the relationship. You feel me? If you're not in a relationship and there's someone you're interested in, I think your intuition is correct about them. They are probably the one. All right? Honestly, I've been hiding this wine all night, but cheers to you, water signs. You are winning this week. I'll tell you that much. Oh my God. On the outside, there's a lot of shit going on within you, and that's fine, but I gotta give it up. I gotta give it up for water signs right now. But yeah, if you're in love, it's probably with like the one. If you are single, okay, just got the chills, man. Been down here for hours and I just got the chills. Like, it's good. It's really good. I just feel like I could squeal. Like, I feel like a lot of you maybe just met someone and there might be something new, and I'm giving you all this really crazy intense energy that like yes, the sign is to yes. Chills and everything, and the universal hexagram is just so freaking powerful. I need to catch my breath. Honestly, need to catch my breath. Get my mind right, okay? I'm really excited for you guys, though. I really am. If you are single, you haven't met someone, you might be meeting them soon. If you have no intentions of meeting anyone, or if you happen not to meet anyone in the near future, then this could just be about you. 211 on 112 on 21. I love that complicated synchronicity I just made. Oh wait, it's 2112 because it's 211 and the date is 12. Oh wait, there's too many ones. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm getting a little distracted because you're getting me in this very high energy. Okay, speaking of high, I've been hiding this all night too. We're a party, water signs. We are here to party. Okay, I am feeling it tonight for you. Because you really did come up like golden in all these other readings. I know you're doing really well in your relationships. Even if this is a different kind of partnership, even if you're dealing with family dynamics or business kind of team effort, or, you know, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship to know that you are doing really well in your relationships. This, on the other hand, would indicate more romantic relationship or finding a very good counterpart, even if, I guess if it's business, but it's very, this is like divinity, you know, it's not really about business, but it could be with the self. It could just be you and the two sides of you really coming together and unifying to make yourself whole again. Okay, so your masculine side and your feminine side working together to be one person again. All right, no more war with yourself kind of thing. So just depends. All right, that was like a lot, but I'm very excited. I just want you to know I'm very excited. But the bottom of the deck is the Eon, so it might be you projecting judgment, or, you know, judgment coming back at you. Could even be in regards to the relationship here with the judgment, but at the same time, whatever it is, I don't know, could be your reckoning kind of deal. Like, judgment day is coming or is upon you. So no matter how good it is, what is all this shit underneath the surface where the real judgment begins? I did want to shout out all that, but at the same time, we're getting real here, okay? These I just want to address. They fell. It was the reverse Six of Discs and reverse debauch, reverse cruelty. So honestly, if you have sort of a more up and down, unsure, uncertain kind of relationship, I'm sensing Pisces a little bit, because the Pisces video was about making a decision, and honestly, if it doesn't work out with your person, or depending on what decision you made, it's no real loss. Sure, things didn't work out in this particular scenario, but honestly, it helps alleviate a lot of your self-confidence issues, and it also gets you back on track and not like overdoing it. All right, so no real loss. That's why I'm saying don't even bother cross-watching. It's not worth it. It's really not your message, especially for Pisces. All right, but watch the contest video, because there's a little thing in there. Oh, I didn't want to give up the secret, but just go watch it. Okay, so it's a little bit weird. I usually get face-up cards here, but I honestly am very drawn to just starting with this one. It is the Death card, which is Scorpio. So again, with this water today, it is your week. All right, this is your week for sure. But you're about to go through a huge transition, more than likely. The old you is moving on, and you are moving forward, and it's just going to be quite a time. I'm getting this very serene, relaxed feeling now, even though it's just really hyped up and energetic. And I think that's the beautiful ebb and flow of water, truly, at the end of the day, right? So relax, like things are taking care of themselves. This could even represent an ego death, sensing that for a lot of you, yeah. But also a little shout out to Scorpio for really digging in. Scorpios in relationships, yep, true as fuck. Scorpio singles, really getting to know yourself. Okay, but yeah, transitions. Whoa, the mellow is like really hitting me. Okay. So we have the Princess of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Prince of Wands. All right, so this is quite a variety. This almost gives me the sense of a family. Okay, if you are a mother, and then I see a daughter and a son to the left and the right. If you are a daughter, maybe you have a brother, and this is your mom in the middle. Usually with family, it's the Cups family. But since you're water signs, I do feel like this might be coming up as family, so that the Cups are there for you, if that makes sense. I'm not sure. My first instinct was like that dynamic, just because the Queen of Wands sitting in this position, it would be hard to assume it would be anything but a family dynamic. So that might be when I speak all this shit about like, oh, good relations with so and so, you know, it does not have to be romantic relationships. Okay, those are also looking good. But when I say you're coming up in other people's readings, it might not be romantically for those other readings, okay? I am getting the sense of family here. So it could be even fire sign mom, fire sign son, and air sign daughter. It could be any kind of mix. It could even just be like the mother and son. The mother and son have like maybe a closer bond, more similarities in that fire energy, whereas the Princess of Swords is feeling a little more like she's got to work for it kind of thing. It's if it's not family, pettiness, aggressiveness, misdirection, and then like emotional tolerance, almost conquest. I don't know why I was thinking all these random words just now, but then the Prince of Wands is like emotional immaturity. So I'm guessing it's more about a family. That's all. I'm not going to keep talking about it. If you don't relate, ignore it. I don't care. So what are these two to reveal? Princess of Discs and Seven of Swords, Valor. So again, with this family thing, I really feel like there's something going on with your families. Because your relationships are good, I feel like we're really not talking about that. This could be referring back to this Princess of Swords. It could be a daughter. It could be more of a financial investment if you have recently started a new business, or your business is starting to grow for the first time. And this Seven of Wands, if this isn't not representing the Princess of Swords, and the Seven of Wands not representing the Queen of Wands, whatever this situation is, you're taking the next step. You're not quite where you want to be, but you need to be brave, and you need to keep going, and you need to face it head on, and you need to give it your all. All right. This one's long. We'll go with the shorties. Okay, so the Emperor, Aries, if you are dealing with a fire sign, if you are talking about a family here, all right? Could be a fire sign father figure. It could be a partner. It could be a business partner too, depending on how you took the Princess of Discs. It really is up to you, but it's an Aries also if you are dealing with an Aries. He really takes control. He really takes the reins. He may be a little strict, but he is here to help you. And he's here for your best interest, really. But the moon, Pisces. Okay, so if there's an Aries-Pisces situation going on, these next two cards are indeed for you. Because like I said, water signs came up in every reading today. So Pisces and Aries, special message. If you're not Pisces and Aries, it still might be fire and water. But again, father figure, power head, and control, sturdy man. And then possibly some dark times, maybe referring back to that indecision and making the best of it and deciding how you want the outcome to be for you, right? So what is this? The Empress, okay, and the Ace of Discs. So this is funny because earlier I called the Empress an earth sign, which I've never done before, but in a way it kind of makes sense because this is fire and, they're paired, but it goes Aries, Taurus, even though it goes Empress, Emperor. And just being in control and having authority. It's just very earth sign kind of energy, And then the Ace of Discs with it is just like, oh, wow. I don't know if okay, so we're talking water and fire, Aries and Pisces, but then we're introducing earth. Very bizarre because I do recall the Pisces video. It was making a decision between a fire sign and an earth sign, or what those things represent, where fire would be passion and what's the word? Oh my God, I almost said passion twice. What ignites you? Your heart's desires, okay? Whereas the earth would be more financially secure and sound decisions and the things you can rely on. So if you're not dealing with people or relationships, it could be those two aspects where you're trying to manifest this fun, cool, lack of better terms here, kind of life where you want to go for it. But in the end, you know that you have to go to where the money's at, right? Or you want to make it work with this fire sign, but actually you're going to end up with an earth sign or something, So it could be either one where it's just between passion and payment. Okay, so you just have to decide what that means for you. But yeah, the Emperor and the Empress too, they don't necessarily all have to be like this and that. They can all be together because they were all face down in one pile. The only thing is, at this point, they are looking towards each other. So you might be manifesting as the water sign to have this Emperor-Empress relationship, and it really paying off for you too. So this is deep. I mean, this is deep. When you combine the Emperor and the Empress, it's going to get 1919 complicated. This is going to be long. Holy fuck, 20 minutes. Okay. Two discs change. So, you have the Ace of Discs now, but add one more discs and it's the whole situation is going to change. And it's almost like, why? I made this decision. I put all this work in. Like, we were doing it. And then all of a sudden it changes. Queen of Discs. I don't know. That seems really bizarre that I've said Earth. And that's weird. It might even come down to just like there is... I'm sensing like there's someone else. But it also might just be you focusing on your career for a while. Because the Queen could be you being water, being feminine. And then Earth could be an earth sign. But it can also be money and the things you value, okay? So you're just really gonna... It's really... You know, the Emperor and the Empress thing might be working for you. But what you really want is to just be your own queen. And I'm not saying you want to be single, and I'm not saying this isn't true love, and I'm not saying any of that, but you might even be self-satisfied, and it's all right to want to focus on your career and your homestead and shit. Like, nobody's judging you, and nobody's holding you to this, okay? Yes, it's nice that you want to make it work, and it's what you wanted, and it goes really well, but, you know, things do change, and what's never going to change is possibly your love for money, or your love for this earth sign, right? Or your love for stability if this shit is ever rocky for you. And even though the Emperor and the Empress would indicate something very sturdy and stable, much like the Queen of Discs, it's just like you might simply prefer to be single, okay? And that's okay. Six Cups, pleasure. Yeah, it's really all about you, and yeah, just doing what you truly want, and like what brings you pleasure and what you desire, you know. Very yonic too, but cups, water, feminine element, yeah, like it's got to come back to you. Lust, Leo. All right, so bringing up the fire sign again, it might even be a break. It might be a pause. It might be something you can revisit. It might be like, okay, something changes and I have to go off and focus more on my money than my relationship, whatever. I don't know that they're really going anywhere. You got the Leo, so we're doubling up. We had Aries here, and now we got Leo, so double fire, but also double masculine. So could kind of be air, but I'm getting this fire, real fire energy, especially with the Queen of Wands back here. You know, it feels almost like it's all over the place where you just, it's almost like you have a lot on your plate, and like you may have met the one, but oh my God, if you can't do it right now, you know, it's not that it's not real. It's not that you don't love them. It's not that, you know, but it's just about you right now. Okay. And honestly, this could just be obsession, and you're like literally like, I need to do what I want to do at all times, to the point where you're like, okay, taking it a little overboard here. Like bordering egotistical when you put pleasure and obsession together. Total heathen, okay? Which I support a heathen lifestyle, but at the same time, roll it back a little, all right? But yeah, it can also just be like physical romance. Surface stuff is what really is all you're looking for right now. You don't want this deep shit. You don't want this hard work, and yeah, you just want a little fun. That's okay too. Two of Wands, Dominion. That might even lead to a relationship again. You never know. All right? Sun, it works out. You might just need a break from this person. You might just need a break from work. You might need a break from being the hero. All right? Four of Swords, truce. Okay, so make peace with it. Come to terms with it. Like, you do you. Let them do them. And if you come back together, then all right then. Like, what's the problem here? It should not be that big of a deal. Art, Sagittarius. That's fucking insane, bro. That's insane. That's insane. You got all three water cards in one. I mean, fire. Like, that's crazy. That's really weird. But Sagittarius. Okay. So you might cycle through them even. Try the Aries, try the Leo. But in the end, Sagittarius. All day. Okay, so again, it might be something you need to come back to. It might be something that's not necessarily a priority. But oh man, if it's a fire sign, it's for sure. It's for sure. You know? Even with the earth thing happening. Really, really crazy. But then again, Ace of Discs, I feel like this isn't in the right order, but now that I look at it, you might have to make peace with the fact that you go a different direction. It's really going to be whatever resonates with you. If you feel like you're not going there with this fire sign, then, I do see a happy ending regardless if you go in a different direction, if you go towards the earth sign. It just depends on how this fits into your life. If you're like career over relationship, then I see you focusing on your career for a little bit and then getting back into the relationship. If you are debating between a fire sign and an earth sign, I almost feel like you might go towards the earth sign. So it really depends, but yeah, that's a little complicated. But then, okay, 9 of Wands, strength. So a lot of you are going to end up with this fire sign person, I think, if you are dealing with a fire sign person. Strength. With strength comes resilience, but that 9 of Wands, yeah, big fire energy. And then more face down cards. Knight of Swords. Okay, so maybe some conflict, maybe some hard work ahead, maybe an air sign just to throw it in. Could also just be you being represented this way because no, it would be your counter, the masculine, the air or fire. Could be referring back to the fire, but it could be just a little mention if you're dealing with an air sign rather than earth or fire. 10 of Wands, oppression. That's not looking great. You might be doing a little too much, right? And it's holding you back. It's kind of suppressing you. It's not good mentally, okay? Like putting too much effort into work right now. If that's what your contemplation is, you might be overdoing it a little bit. Getting really stressed out. 5 of Wands, it's gonna just mellow out eventually, but in like not the worst way, right? Because it's just the 5 of Wands. It's nothing that serious, but if you're into the drama, then this is quite boring, if nothing else, and it's just drags along. 8 of Cups, indolence, and then you just kind of stop altogether. So that's really interesting to me because it's almost like you maybe shouldn't be focusing so much on your career because you might just burn out a lot faster. But at the same time, if you focus too much on the relationship, you might have the same result. So the Star, Aquarius. All right. I think this might be if you're dealing with an air sign because we have the air sign sandwich with the Knight of Swords and then the Star, which is Aquarius. Things may not be looking as good for the air sign, if there's an air sign that you're dealing with. But if it's not the air sign, then, overworking yourself might be a little bit of a problem, and the results may shock you. Okay, last little bit here. 8 of Swords, Eight of Swords, interference. So something kind of coming along and interrupting things for you where you're like ready to give up, ready to almost, it's like, I want to die kind of vibes almost, which is intense, but that's very, water sign, right? Where you really work yourself into the ground. This person really isn't good for you, but something will come along, right? And 10 of Discs, oh my God, very contradicting, but this hard work actually does pay off, right? This could be going back to that earth sign that you may be dealing with, but if we're talking about work, you really have to make that decision for yourself. We're reading for 3 different signs by reading general water, so of course people's stories are going to be different. It's not all going to apply to you. God damn, it was 28, but long video. The hard work's gonna pay off. So you might be ready to give up, and the minute you get to that breaking point, it's going to be like something new, something different, boom, success. Truly, well, yes. Big time. And then 6 of Wands, victory. So it's going to be it's going to be what you want. It's going to be exactly what you're working on. You become the champion. Like, no doubt, it works out. If you are only thinking about relationships here, then, again, with the earth sign being maybe your best option, but also maybe the fire sign. Both of them presenting pretty well. Okay. 3 of Discs works. Could be 3 in the family, like it was in the beginning with the prince, princess, and queen. It could be 3 sources of income. It could be, again, with the earth energy. It could be any of those things. But whatever it is, it's very stable and it works. So probably don't mess with it. And 3 of Wands, Virtue. So double threes, Earth and Fire. Honestly, Pisces, you can't go wrong. I'm just going to put it out there. You can't go wrong. I said Pisces, didn't I? Because the Pisces video was like heavy on the having to make a decision. And then this whole reading was like back and forth, just some fire. So it does apply to any water sign if you're dealing with both of those signs, or again, relationship versus career. You really can't go wrong. And I think you'll be able to make it work. I think you can handle both a job and a partner. Okay, so don't sell yourself short. Stop freaking out. No losses, water signs. All right, no losses. Bam. Holy fuck, man, that was long. It was exhausting, honestly. I feel like, whatever. Alistair and Flaga or something? Yep, Flaga. Alistair and Flaga. Let's do it. And then I'll be done after these Halloween cards. Yep. Hello, sir. Well, Alistair. All right. Beware of vengeful actions. Take care not to let justice lead into cruelty for the sake of anger. Okay, you might not like someone at work. Chill out. You do not need to create a vendetta against them for the rest of your lives. Let it fucking go. Psycho ass kind of thing. Yeah, sounds a little excessive. Sort of looking at you, Scorpio. Y'all vengeful motherfuckers always trying to plot your revenge and shit. I know. Listen. Why'd my nose start itching? If you need to lay off the COKE, then that's what you need to do. But beware of vengeful actions. Take care not to let justice bleed into cruelty for the sake of anger. If somebody did you wrong at work and you prove them wrong, you don't need to keep talking about it, really. Just let it go. They will make up for it eventually, and they're already probably being pretty hard on themselves. Chill out. Let it go. Stop talking about it, all right? At this point, you're just torturing them for no reason. You got what you wanted. You won. Let it go. Focus on clearing away debris, physical or mental obstructions. All right, so if you want this money to come in, you know, this 10 of discs and everything, then you need to start fucking figuring out what's really important and what is pertinent to your money and what's going to bring you that wealth. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Anyway, moving on. Skull of Light, illumination. Anything in the dark will come to light. All right, you heard it here first. Anything that you might be keeping secret, people about to find out. That's the thing. If you're juggling people, you need to... Yeah, I did not make the decision easier by saying it pretty much works out with anybody. But at the same time, anything in the dark is going to come to light. Okay. Also, I gotta think of Gogo Bordello, right? Illuminating. Realization number 1. You are the only light there is for yourself, my friend. So even if no one around you is shining, even if your life don't seem so shiny, you need to continue to shine. You do. You need to do it for you. You need to do it from within. You need to do it wholly and genuinely. All right? It is what it is, but that's what it is. Okay? So, any other messages for water signs? I'm hearing Ace of Base. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. If you are at a crossroads and you do have to make a decision, you need to be more open to receiving and paying attention to the signs that you get from the universe to push you in the right direction. Because again, on paper, it's a good decision either way. But you need to really ask yourself and dig deep and recognize the things that materialize before you to help guide you in the right direction. Okay. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Okay. So, anyway, I think we got these 3 face down. What's this one? Eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. I'd almost go as far as to just mention that you might be dealing with more than one soulmate. You might be dealing with more than one twin flame. You might be dealing with a lot of karmics right now, and really just sort of have unbreakable, ancestral, deep, recurring bonds. And that's why the decision is so hard, and that's why you don't know which way to go. Why not have both? Just kidding. That's a little crazy, but I'm just saying. Do your best, but you have to be honest. But yeah, it's all real love. Graveyard, unnecessary fear. Stop being afraid of commitment. Stop being afraid of your own decisions, right? Like, yes, we all have made mistakes. There's no reason to be hung up on your mistakes. Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. You never know what's going to happen. And then invisibility, authenticity. Who are you behind closed doors? Who are you without them, or without the job, or without this and that, right? Who are you? Who? At the end of the day, when you take it all off, okay? Like, behind the scenes. Because that person needs to be factored into this decision making. It's not going to be about what looks good and what is the right price and shit like that. You have to know, like, who is truly compatible. Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. A little bit of fire energy here, just like tipping you in a direction, I suppose. But at the same time, I'm staying out of it. But Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes, having to start from scratch, having to start over, having to realize that maybe it's neither. Maybe it's not this relationship or this job. Maybe it's not this fire sign or this air sign or this earth sign. You know, maybe it's something totally new and you don't know. And then we have winter too, the sacredness of pausing. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to stop what you're doing and rethink what it is that you're fucking doing. Right? Whatevs. Just saying. Oh my god. Okay, jack-o'-lantern protection. Someone else got this too. This could even be spiritual protection. Throw some salt around, you know what I mean? Meditate more, pray more, and do what you gotta do. Get a strap if you have to. Shit, I don't fucking know your life. Right? Whatever. Protect your shit. Protect your neck. Alright? Jack-o'-lantern and cauldron. Synergy and healing. Okay? Spiritual protection feeling heavy there because of the cauldron being healing. You have a lot of work to do. You have a long way to go. And the more you do for yourself, the more you clear your head, the more you take a break and realize that you can do it, and, you know, feeling strong and protected here, the more healing you'll do, and the more that you'll mix up, and the more you'll brew. All right? So, cheers to you. Anything else for water signs? I'm going to read those 3 cards, and apparently that one too. I guess that'll be last. So there you go. It's a lot. It's only like 36 cards in this deck. Got quite a few of them, yeah? Alice comes up. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. Connect a little bit with your rock and roll self, but also it's, remember, feed your head, all right? Feed your head. That's what this is really about. Is it goes back to you, regardless of these decisions and these relationships and these jobs. It comes back to you. Okay. God damn, I can't believe Pisces. It was 38 when I was saying that. Pisces is the longest. I keep saying Pisces. It's fucked up. Water signs have the longest video. Alright, the gig is up. Part of the contest video is that I was saying I'm doing an extra Pisces video because it got the most views. There, I said it. If you made it this long, you deserve to hear it. Okay. That's good. Well, fuck it. Barnbrack? Yep, Barnbrack. Sweetness and synergy. Right on top of synergy and healing. So it starts within, it goes without. The Barnbrack is when the Irish people come together and throw all their shit into the bread and then they eat it together. You must be breaking bread. The more you can heal yourself and get right with yourself, the more you can do that with others. Alright? Joy? Rejoice in the moment. Rejoicing in the present, yeah. Focus on yourself for real. enjoy the things you have, enjoy the relationships that you're experiencing, etc., etc. It was 39, that's fine. The owl? Dawn, light after the darkness. Okay, it's really going to come around for you, and I know this indecision is hard for you, but things will start opening up when you open yourself up to them. All right, you'll know what to do. Zombie control. Don't let anyone decide for you. If you don't put in the work, okay, I'm remembering that Scorpio video too about having not done the inner work. Not really getting much Cancer vibes. I feel like Cancer's going through their own fucking shit right now. And that last reading was all about addiction for Cancer. It had not shit to do with relationships and stuff. So I'm sensing Scorpio Cancer energy with this zombie control. Scorpio, if you don't do the inner work, it's going to be decided for you instead of you deciding for yourself. And you're going to hate that because you hate being in control of someone else having control. And Cancer, if you don't kick that shit, whatever that shit is to you, you're going to be fucking drawn to it, right? Zombie. I'm just saying, that was my first thoughts there. And then midnight, the witching hour, is super fucking late right now. It's way past midnight, but at the same time, I said witching hour, but witching hour is 3, which it almost is. But the most magical hour of all, midnight, the most magical hour of all. So if you can stay up till midnight, please do. Try to write, if not create something in your field of art or creation. If you cannot stay up till midnight, understand that you might have some dreams with some very special messages. It is a magic hour, so do what you can and stay open. All right? This is a fucking long reading, and I'm doing an extra one for Pisces probably tomorrow. All right, everybody, good night, and I'll see you next time.